My pitch is for Dunkin Company. Dunkin Brands is a public quick service restaurant company that is the parent company of both Dunkin and Baskin-Robbins. Dunkin is one of the largest baked goods and coffee chains in the world, with over 13,100 restaurants across 41 countries. Each year since 2004, Dunkin Brands' total revenue has increased, reaching its highest of $1,370,227,000 in the year 2019. Today, the company is one of the leading franchisors of quick service restaurants in the world. In 1950, Bill Rosenberg founded Dunkin in Quincy, Massachusetts, which was originally a donut shop called Open Kettle before it became Dunkin' Donuts. In 2019, the Donuts was dropped from the restaurant's name in an effort to rebrand. Dunkin is primarily part of the limited service restaurants industry. Quick service restaurants are expected to continue seeing considerable growth worldwide, with a 3.5% growth projection in the United States. In a more specific look at the global coffee industry, the coffee market is projected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 4.22% from 2020 to 2025. Dunkin' Brands' primary competitors are Starbucks Corporation, International Dairy Queen Incorporation, and Yum! Brands Inc. Incorporation, which is the parent company of KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and the Habit Burger Grill. Dunkin' offers more than 70 varieties of donuts, a large number of different bakery products, and many different types of coffee and non-coffee beverages. Dunkin' keeps their companies on their toes by constantly innovating new products and bringing old and new seasonal items to the menu. In addition to food and beverage products, Dunkin' has added merchandise to their product line, including clothing, reusable cups and mugs, and more. Dunkin's main target market is, in general, anyone who consumes coffee. They customize their products to meet varying demographic, geographic, and psychographic preferences. Geographically, Dunkin' meets the needs of almost anyone anywhere, but their main base is in the United States. Demographically and psychographically, the loyal customers of Dunkin' include ages ranging from teens to elders, but more recently, Dunkin' has been targeting millennials and younger customers part of Gen Z through their digital presence. Middle-class individuals who often lead busy lives and need quick, on-the-go service is also the main target of Dunkin'. From the political standpoint, Dunkin' has been environmentally friendly by creating LEED-certified green locations as a part of their DD Green Achievement program, which helped the company's franchisees build sustainable, energy-efficient restaurants in the U.S. Economically, Dunkin' has taken measures to implement national safety standards throughout the pandemic, so 90% of their restaurants in the U.S. have remained open. They've mostly been able to keep their sales up besides a temporary drop in sales during the pandemic's peak in March and April. Socially, the higher quality, low-cost offerings at Dunkin' has made it an affordable and appealing option to the middle class, which makes up approximately 52% of Americans. With the company's DD Perks Rewards program, which currently has 16 million members nationwide, Dunkin' has kept up with the technological needs and desires of society to benefit their business. Strengths of the company include appealing to healthier and more specialized eating options with the use of sustainable ingredients, successful mobile ordering through the DD Perks Rewards program, a number 1 ranking for customer loyalty for 14 years straight, and having over 1,000 franchisees in the U.S. Weaknesses include an inferior brand positioning to Starbucks because many customers feel Dunkin' has weaker coffee, and a substantial amount of debt. Opportunities could be self-serve kiosks, the addition of a vegan or paleo menu section, or more consumer involvement. Threats include the high level of competition that are growing and progressing rapidly, as well as economic issues that may have resulted from the pandemic. Dunkin' is a large, public, international company looking for a full-service agency to help them increase sales among current customers while also attracting new ones. They are in search of a campaign that will build on their brand equity and increase sales using a new marketing and advertising strategy that includes the introduction of a new product. Our agency believes that Dunkin' will continue to have success in adding new products to their menu, but we have developed a new spin on their innovations which will fulfill Dunkin's strategic goals and build on their previous success. This twist consists of something Dunkin' has lacked in the past, which is consumer participation. The target audience for this strategy will be middle-class millennials and members of Gen Z who are technologically savvy, consume a lot of caffeine, and typically lead somewhat busy, fast-paced lives. The plan will use an integrated marketing communication strategy that incorporates current social media marketing practices while also implementing robust public relation activities, including a major contest. Advertisements will emphasize consumer interaction and encourage consumers to take action. The main objectives of this campaign are to increase Dunkin's brand awareness and brand equity, to generate more social media interaction with the brand through direct consumer participation, to drive attendance to PR events in the campaign's consumer contest, to produce media coverage for the brand and the campaign through a variety of mediums, and to create a successful new product that increases sales and profit. As a campaign that is targeting middle-class millennials and members of Gen Z in the United States who enjoy coffee and live busy lives, the message of the campaign will encourage the target audience to participate in the new product launch directly, because the atypical approach of direct involvement for a quick service food and beverage chain like Dunkin' will attract attention and produce excitement. Millennials and Gen Z are typically the most progressive and technologically advanced groups in America. Therefore, the campaign will mostly take place digitally. This campaign will occur throughout the spring and summer seasons of 2021. The creation of this campaign, including the contest that will enable consumer interaction with the brand, and the promise of a new consumer-determined product, will expand Dunkin's business among old and new customers and build on their brand equity. This strategy of consumer participation, which contrasts consumers' expectations for the brand, along with strong, unique advertisements, will successfully differentiate Dunkin' from its competitors and gain interest from the target audience. This will be executed through robust PR regarding the campaign's consumer contest and an energizing mix of different types of advertising, especially through social media platforms. A webpage with information on the campaign will also be added to the Dunkin' newsroom site. The media strategy will mostly employ web and social media components to bring awareness and attract target consumers to the campaign. An abundance of out-of-home advertising will be utilized, more so in big cities, and especially highly populated areas in New England where the company originally developed and has the largest fan base. Digital and print advertisements will also be placed on the inside and outside of every Dunkin' store across the country, which will produce word-of-mouth advertising. For the media plan, social media and internet platforms will be the best way to involve the target audience. This will include social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Commercial advertisements will be aired on platforms like YouTube TV, Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video. The target audience will be even more interested in partaking in the contest, with the incentive of winning free coffee for a year if they are the contest winner, which will be announced in all advertising efforts. The campaign will debut at the beginning of spring 2021, with the contest being heavily advertised. A winner will be determined at the end of the spring, and a new product will be launched temporarily in Dunkin' restaurants across America for the entirety of the summer season. The PR plan includes creating new commercial advertisements, some of which will be sponsored by celebrities who have endorsed Dunkin' in the recent past, and who are popular among millennial and Gen Z social media users, such as famous artist Snoop Dogg and popular TikToker Charli D'Amelio. A press kit will be created with a set of promotional materials that provide information about Dunkin', announces this new campaign, and explain the contest that the campaign includes in order to create buzz and stimulate press coverage. The contest that is part of the campaign will involve consumers voting on a new coffee flavor that they would want to see placed in Dunkin' restaurants. The voting will take place through the Dunkin' mobile app. Therefore, contestants will have to register for the DD Perks Rewards program in order to participate. The winner will receive free coffee for a year, and the new flavor will then be advertised and released as a new product in all Dunkin's United States locations. Lastly, the agency's social media team will support the contest by providing content to generate consumer participation throughout Dunkin's social media platforms. With an already large following on social media, Dunkin's advertising will produce free publicity and word-of-mouth advertising about the contest and the campaign across a large digital audience. Dunkin's current social media profiles include Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, so each of these will be utilized as part of the campaign by our social media team. Hashtag Dunkin' Your Way and hashtag You Run on Dunkin' will also circulate among all of these socials in order to emphasize the main message of these campaign posts, which is Dunkin' appealing to the consumer more directly than ever before by allowing them to partake in the process of creating their newest product.